Recently, I read an article that was about representation in gaming, in movies, in media, etc. And I read these because I like understanding the thought process behind the people who believe this. I've mentioned in videos before that I don't agree with this, but I want to understand why they think this. And I find that having an understanding helps so that you can feel where people are coming from, so that you get why they think, what they do, what they do. However, in this article, there was a line that just sent me up a wall. And normally these types of articles don't have this, but this one did. And it just, there's something about this that just drives me batty. Because this is sort of a taken to an extreme that people have joked about before, but is now actually taken serious. And I'm going to quote verbatim the line so that I'm not taking out, so they're not taking out of context, or so that there's no chance of misinterpretation on my part. If you do not see yourself on Netflix, on Instagram, in games, in forums, where are you? Do you mean anything? It matters. Okay? If you do not see yourself on Netflix, on Instagram, in games, in forums, that doesn't mean jack shit. I don't turn on a TV and expect to see me. I don't watch entertainment to see my life in TV form. I don't go to a gaming website to have them talk about me. I go to these places, I do these things, I watch these things to get away from reality, not to be reminded of it on a daily basis. Let's start there. I don't understand this recent idea that the media must remind us of our daily lives, or that entertainment must remind us of our daily lives. What is escapism? But let's ignore that, because that's sort of a side tangent to all of this. That you need to see yourself in all of these, and it matters. No, it doesn't. I never really saw myself in any sort of entertainment media growing up. There are no cartoons with characters that look like me. Main characters. You might see a side joke character every now and again that could resemble this, but it is intentionally done for laughs. I don't care. It's usually done in a funny way. The closest I have ever come to seeing myself in a character, and this is more because I connected with this character growing up, and this should explain a lot about me in general, was George Costanza. If you don't know who that is, go watch Seinfeld. You missed out on a great show. I identified with a neurotic, jackass, imbecile. I think that that describes something about my childhood. That if you, I didn't identify with him in the schemes he came up with. I identified with the character, his mannerisms, his speaking habits, his paranoia, his just weird tendencies. I felt a bit of an odd connection with that. Again, explains a lot about me now, doesn't it? But I never identified as George Costanza. And I never identified as any character in any medium that I ever saw. Because I never really found myself as them. In games, I was playing a character, or I was watching the story of a character. In shows, I was watching the stories of characters. I never went, wow, that's me. Because it's not me. I'm me. You are you. You do not need to see yourself everywhere you go. You know, back in my day, we would have called that narcissism. But these days, oh well, representation matters. You need to see yourself everywhere. Everyone deserves a trophy. You should get a participation ribbon just for being there. You're special. You're the most special you can be. And you need to be reminded of that every single day. Bullshit. I know I'm going on another tangent of everybody gets a trophy. Woo! Bullshit. But I feel like that's what this is. It's another, you're the most special you there ever was. No shit, Sherlock. Everyone is a unique individual. How, then, can we see ourselves in media if every fucking person is unique? Those two ideas kind of don't mesh together. You see the problem here? Just seeing this argument and then seeing the extreme of it, in particular in this article, drove me nuts. Nuttier than normal. Shut up. I get where people are coming from with this, but to take to this extreme is just nonsensical. This is not healthy. This is not productive. This doesn't help anyone. You don't need to see representations of yourselves in entertainment, in media, in whatever. That cannot be psychologically healthy. It just can't. I don't believe that it can. I would be happy to be proven wrong, to shown that I'm wrong with that. I haven't found anything that I can confirm with my own, not beliefs and solid ridge like never gonna penetrate sort of mentality, but to a satisfactory degree other than, well, it feels like it should help. The majority of things I've seen that ever explain this are, well, we feel, or it should, or maybe, but we don't know. I've never seen like clear, concrete evidence one way or the other. And to me, this seems, well, narcissistic to even suggest this. Again, I'm open to the idea that I'm wrong, but just seeing this and seeing so direct, just, I used to make jokes that this is what people would say, and now it's actually what people are saying. I'm kind of scared to think of what's going to happen in 5 years, how far we will have taken it. Again, why I don't do extremes. Like I said, if you disagree, just explain why. I'm open to listening and understanding. Maybe I can learn something. Maybe my view is completely wrong, and this will help open my eyes to a different way of interpreting things that isn't so goddamn extreme and poorly explained. Anyway, this has been Math Machine just ranting that no, you don't need to see yourself on Netflix. That's just goddamn ridiculous. Please stop it. Don't write that again. I'm triggered. Send help. Peace out.